Hey friends, Tuxx here. I just got back from Blizzcon and I wanted to make a high-level overview of my experience. Now this won't be about one game or one thing, although we'll cover games a little bit, including the phone game and more, but just kind of the experience of being at Blizzcon, the magic of being surrounded with 45,000 gamers, you know. It was really something, you know, and we've been to a few BlizzCons, and this one was magical, just like you'd expect. This is kind of what you're greeted to at the beginning. We did have press passes, so we were pretty close up front, and we were kind of like hanging out, waiting. Everyone's taking their seats. There was live TV rolling. It was quite exciting, as you might suspect. Up front, like, basically people were talking about games. You could pretty much talk to anyone up there, and they're just going around, and they started the pay-per-view, and of course that was on the big screens, and that was real exciting. So we're kind of watching that while people were taking seats in various areas of this huge area, which is like 5 football fields worth of arena. Now they started this countdown here, as you can see, and I have to admit that I actually got a little misty-eyed as this countdown went out, because it's like, oh my god, I'm actually at BlizzCon again. So exciting, you know. It really is something that you have to experience being there. Now I'm going to pass over the keynote here, because I really just want to talk about the con itself. I may do a different video down the road talking about aspects of that keynote speech, but once you left the keynote, basically you're featured in this Diablo area. There is Diablo for phone and Diablo for Switch. And Switch, it was really interesting because Nintendo had this whole area set up behind that. You know, Diablo is kind of a big scary game and everything, yet it kind of felt fun and lighthearted. You know, they had this wizard guy, you could take photos with him, you could see people joking with him and like getting some good photos to take home, some selfies for Facebook or whatever, you know. And it was just really kind of a fun, lighthearted area and a good place to relax. Now, just past that whole Diablo area was the TV broadcast area here for the pay-per-view, and I have to say, these guys were great. I mean, Alex, who's one of the hosts there, the male one, the second one to the right, I had a chance to talk to him. He was super duper cool. Now, once you left that area, there's a whole bunch of cosplay, like everywhere in the con, and this is the lobby, so it's real bright, as you can see, and there's this cosplayers like hanging out all over the place, and this is like world-class, awesome cosplay, like amazing stuff, and this isn't even like during the cosplay contest or anything, you know, so it's really a great opportunity for cosplayers to kind of show off their craft and, you know, kind of compare notes and talk with each other about what they do and how they make stuff and get photos taken. It's just a really fun time, and this is like all through the con. There's like cosplay like everywhere, you know, but these are some of my favorite ones. From the lobby, this diva was awesome. Like, I cannot believe how they made this awesome suit, and how, like, I mean, it looks right, guys. It is amazing looking in real life. Now, a little bit back into the game area, there's the Diablo. I was once again drawn to this area, and just because all the hype of the con was Diablo was like the final thing they talked about during the keynote. And then StarCraft was right after that. There's some new stuff coming for StarCraft, one of my favorite games, and that was really cool. And then I kind of found myself again going back to Diablo. I kept going back to Diablo area a lot. I think partially because the Nintendo area was so welcoming, and it was so fun seeing a happy, fun area in there, you know. There's several different levels to this con, so you find yourself kind of walking around a lot, going through escalators, all that good stuff to check out the whole thing. And I mean, basically, it was fun because there was cosplayers again, like almost everywhere, so you're bumping into cool people. Now, upstairs, further along in the con, here's the Dark Moon Fair. This is a whole really cool area where they have games, pin trading, lots of stuff to buy. We bought a whole bunch of pins day 1, and then day 2 we actually found ourselves buying those mystery bags, and that was a whole thing going on, and there's a whole lot of controversy at the con about some guy who bought, like, I don't know, like 40 mystery bags or something. Basically, it was kind of like a lucky bag in Japan where you buy it for 40 bucks and it has more than 40 bucks worth of stuff in the box, you know. So really fun times, you know. It was really fun hanging out there and trading stuff with other people, and it's kind of like a carnival atmosphere with all these tents with different things from like pin trading and badge trading, like this badge trading area here. You bring up a badge, a double, you stick it on the board, you take away one you need. So a lot of fun, and just really like kind of like a treasure hunt, because you don't know what is going to be on that board when you get up there. So, you know, waiting in line is fun to see what type of like hidden treasure you might get at the exact moment when you're at the board. So good times. You see pins or badges in the back of the backpack, and then plushies. Oh my gosh, so many cool plushies, guys. I didn't know what to buy. There's the elephant, so cool. I mean, they have Snowflake there, just like lots and lots of cool plushies, and some of these were actually in the mystery boxes too, so that was another way you could actually collect Putch. Lots of cool stuff there. Patrick Army, big statues all over the con. Very, very cool stuff. This is actually a computer. Like, they had some amazing PCs at the con. You could actually check out some of these developers who make these custom cases, and I may do a whole video. If there's anything, again, that you want to see a video on in particular, please just shoot me an email, tuxtoys@gmail.com, and I can try and help you out with it. But there's so many cool PCs, and I'm a PC fan, so for me seeing these, it was like drooling all over the camera, because like really, really nice. Not just for as far as being like a performance PC, but just the artwork and the way they crafted these into some amazing, you know, sculptures and structures, and like, I mean, this one has wings, a Mercy PC. Okay, next up is this NZXT booth. I think it was the booth of the show, guys. I mean, they had this great spin the wheel game. The line wasn't real long. You could win cool stuff like pens and screwdrivers, and more importantly, you could win hoodies. I won a hoodie. That was amazing, and it was just a fun booth. Didn't take a whole lot of time, and they were giving away some like really high-end PCs too. So definitely kudos to you, NZXT, for having such an awesome booth and great prizes. Now, Lego had this awesome booth too, where you can actually make Lego structures on the wall, and then they have this whole art area set up again. I love the art area. I love being able to see the Blizzard art. This stuff looks so fantastic. I wish I had a good way of bringing things home. I think one of the hardest things about BlizzCon for me is actually space management and trying to fit like stuff into the luggage. In fact, we had to go to a Target to buy a whole nother suitcase because of the stuff we were bringing back. So, I mean, you collect so much freebies from vendors and stuff. It's just, it really is a lot of stuff. So always bring a bigger suitcase, okay? It really is a good bit of advice. But I just wish someday maybe I'll get one of these cool prints, because they really, really are beautiful, you know? And this is like for a charity auction too. So it's a good cause, and just awesome, awesome stuff. And look how beautiful. I mean, there's so much stuff, there's artwork from all the different games. Very, very cool. And this big plushie too, super cute. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you some cosplay photos. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.